So if you're new to the channel, my name is Christian and welcome to SeaWorld Productions. You guys, we got some brand new stills from Entertainment Weekly for It Chapter 2. Now, I am so pumped for It Chapter 2. I loved the first one, and I loved the original, and I love the book. I've been a big fan of Stephen King for quite some time now. But some of these remakes of his are really hit and misses. I saw Pet Sematary this year, and it was just not good. Could not live up to the first one. I mean, I'm sorry, that first one is an all-time classic. That Zelda scene was just absolutely terrifying. And I appreciate what they tried to do with the remake, but it just didn't do it for me. But with It, Chapter 1, they nailed every essence. They captured the Stephen King essence of the horror genre, and I feel like it revived me for the horror genre, because I feel like the horror genre was lacking. So I feel like all we get are majority of these, these paranormal movies. They like, these pop-up scares and ghosts and not being there, things of that nature. I was missing something, and It Chapter 1 really brought that back for me, and I was like, hell yeah. And It Chapter 2, I cannot wait to see how they do this movie. I cannot wait to see how it's going to be different from the original and how it's going to be different from the book. But I'm pretty intrigued to see all the adult cast. I mean, they have great castings for the adult. James McAvoy, Jessica Chastain, just fantastic actors. And then you're going to have these flashback scenes of the kids, so the kids are going to be in this movie as well. I can't wait to see how they incorporate that. But I'm thrilled. I'm so thrilled, and I can't wait, man. I know Scare Diego is coming up in about a week and a half. That's on a Thursday. And that's pretty much, where all the horror movies go to promote their films. And I know It Chapter 2 is going to be there along with the cast and crew. So maybe they'll drop, another trailer, maybe. I know this film does come out in September, so it's coming out pretty soon. And, I'm pretty sure they want to start pushing for the marketing for this movie heavily pretty soon. And what not a better time to drop a trailer during the weekend of San Diego. I mean, that's where fandom unites. That's where fandom, it happens. But I can't wait to see what kind of exclusive stuff they drop that weekend. But back to these stills from Entertainment Weekly. They took over the cover. Pennywise on the cover, the Losers Club on the cover. Everybody looks great. Everybody looks perfect. I can't wait to see Bill Skarsgård back in the entire clown makeup. He is terrifying. He really does it, and he's fantastic to me. Hence, he's no Tim Curry. Tim Curry was on a whole nother level, but I love what Bill Skarsgård, did with the character. I love what he added to the character as well. But I'm pumped. I cannot wait, man. Gosh, this movie's about to be mind-blowing. I cannot wait. But I know some of the actors and the director had a couple of things to say about the film, so let's talk about that. So the director said, I think that everything that people love from the first one, like the humor and the emotions and the horror, will all be there and cranked up in some cases. Oh yeah, I'm expecting way more scares, I'm expecting way more nasty scenes, I'm expecting way more gore and just all kinds of crazy shit. Maybe another Beverly Sinks, when she's in the bathroom and the blood and everything, like, oh, it's just nastiness. This is what James McAvoy had to say. If everybody could remember what he gets up to every 27 years through history, we'd go and say, hey, Derry's fucked up. We should do something about that. We should send in the army. Well, you're not wrong, brother. And then this is what he had to say, revolving around the Losers Club being in It, the kids from the Losers Club being in It Chapter 2. The movie resembles the structure of the book, and that goes back and forth. I was always curious to see how it's going to be different from the book and into this one. Especially the ending. Like, is it going to be some kind of giant spider? I wonder how it's going to be. I'm pretty interested in that. Then Mike Hanlon. Mike sees how Derry is very special in a dark way. He's trying to figure out what the hell is going on in this town and what he can do to put an end to this cycle. It's an obsession for him. Well, I can see that because he's the only one who stayed behind in Derry to make sure that it never came back. But lo and behold, 27 years later, guess what? He has to pick up the phone. Hey, Bill, it's Mike. It's Mike Hanlon. It's back. Then you have Bill, what? Stuttering, the whole stuttering thing. I can't wait to see how James McAvoy does that. James McAvoy is a fantastic actor, and I can't wait to see how he stutters in this movie. Bill Hader. It's not the same as the book. Bill Hader on his character Richie. It's not the same as the book, but it'll be a real mind blower. Then you have Bill Skarsgård on his character Pennywise. He's scarier. He's angrier. There's a couple of very brutal things in this film. As long as he's not eating no damn baby, I'm alright with that. Because I can't believe that there was a deleted scene in It Chapter 1 that didn't make the final cut of him eating a baby. That's just brutal, raw, and just terrible. What are you thinking? I get it. Pennywise is an entity who captures the form of a clown. And it's terrifying, and he feeds off children and babies, and it's pretty brutal. But I can't wait, man. It Chapter 2, I can't wait. I'm pretty excited. I can't wait to see if they drop a second trailer, because that first trailer really did it for me. That shit was terrifying, especially the beginning when Beverly goes back to her old house and the old lady's there, and she's doing the whole Dave Chappelle thing in the background, you know what I mean? It was just a fantastic, well put together trailer. I love seeing it in IMAX every time. It gets me so pumped for this movie. Cannot wait. But post your comments down below, you guys. Let me know what your excitement is for It Chapter 2. What most do you want to see from this film? And when do you expect them to drop a second trailer? Post your comments down below, you guys. And thank you for taking time in your day for watching C-Roll Productions. Peace.